You got to do a little jig to get up there.
A little jig?
Is
that what we're doing? A little jig now?
We're doing a little jig. Miss Vickie will do a little jig with me, won't you, Miss Vickie?
That was so.
See?
She'll do a jig with me, won't you?
Won't you, Miss Vickie?
Pee Wee Herman. Pee Wee Herman?
Whatever it is.
Dab.
My son used to do that on the baseball.
Can you give me a dab?
Your son, like Jake, would do that on the...
My Clark.
Oh. Did Jake do anything funny on the baseball fields?
Oh, always.
What's the funniest thing he's ever done, like when he was a kid?
Oh, gosh.
I need an embarrassing story right now for Jake.
It's too numerous to tell.
I feel like Jake still can be, but was quite the character probably when he was younger, right?
Yeah, he said that his song for us to dance with at his wedding was going to be Mama Tried, Mama Tried.
Mama tried, Mama tried.
You don't know that.
I don't. Is that country?
It is.
Oh.
Hudson will know.
Yeah.
Of course Hudson will know.
Country Fridays,
Merle
baby.
Haggard.
Least favorite day of the week.
Love it.
I like, Friday for some people is such a wonderful day. For me, it's not, because I know that I'm going to be exposed to country music.
But don't you coach on Friday mornings?
Yes. And once again, I say this every morning. I feel terrible for hybrid because I coach at 5:30 and then Hudson coaches 6:30. And so I'll have like, so they're in the middle of the workout and they're just like, all right, we're banging it out. This is great. And then in the middle of the workout, you go from to boom, 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 and then Hudson's like, all right, 6:30.
Come on up to the whiteboard,
man, I feel so bad
or the
for him.
I knew
TV.
the words too. That's pretty cool.
I did that for you guys.
I don't usually know the words. But
I'm starting to do like 80s Thursdays now.
That was some 70s.
70s.
I was at the skating rink skating in high school.
Now,
That
here's a
song.
question.
Moni.
Were you doing the, so you had like the roller skates.
Oh, yeah.
Were you like a roller skating fiend?
One Direction. I don't turn.
So wait, did you just like go hit a wall, turn, go hit a wall, turn, go?
Pretty much.
That's what I do. So actually, fun fact, Tyler used to work at a skating rink when he was like...
No, he did not.
Yes, he did. When he was like preteen and then into his teen years, he'd work at the skating rink. So he's like amazing at skating. He's really good at...
Jake is
really,
an awesome skater.
Really
Both
anything
my boys.
Yeah. Really anything he tries to do, but I am not. I like my feet planted on the ground, and anytime my feet are slightly elevated off the ground, I get a little nervous.
Well, I'm kind of in business now because now they have the walkers you can use.
Stop
skating,
Yes.
So, seriously.
Have you
they
ever
do.
been ice skating?
I've been to watch.
I was about to say, it's not like it was cold enough ever around here for ice skating.
Well, there's ice skating rinks.
Now, Jake was...
Yeah,
Jake
and Taylor.
ice
He played
skated.
hockey.
He played hockey. He was great.
I forgot about that.
Daily Reps is brought to you by Drift. Drift combines nature's most powerful relaxation botanicals and alcohol-free beverages that help you unwind, recover, and sleep deeply. We're building a new kind of drinking culture, one rooted in clarity, calm, and connection. Drift helps you unwind without the alcohol and without slowing down your goals. Visit enjoydrift.com or our very own gym fridge for that first cool, relaxing sip to drift into relaxation.
Let me officially introduce you. Guys, welcome on to the Daily Reps. Today we have Miss Vickie Maxwell, the lovely, wonderful, beautiful, amazing, sweet, kind, dedicated Miss Vickie.
You're so kind.
We are so excited to have her on.
The best.
Miss Vickie's been a member of the gym for about 9 years now, and she's 72 years young, and she faithfully attends the 5:30 a.m. class. And it's just an inspiration to us all.
Everyone.
So
It's great to be here. Thank you.
very, very,
She's
very
so
thankful
sweet.
to have
Can you believe
on.
this? She's such a sweet woman. You hear
Yes.
that? Everything she says, so
She
sweet.
really, truly
You need
is.
to ask my boys about that.
Well,
No, I don't care.
If you haven't caught on with our small talk thus far, Miss Vickie, her son also works out here at the gym, Jake Maxwell. So shout out Jake. We'll probably talk a little bit more about you
Jake.
as we go through here. But first, let's start with a little bit of history of Miss Vickie. So Miss Vickie, where were you born and raised?
I was born in Simpsonville. Been
Oh,
here all my
Simpsonville.
life.
Simply Simpsonville.
Trevor sent me that song,
I know.
and I was like, "What is happening?"
Okay, two. There's actually a funny story. I know the guy who helped produce the video, and whose studio they were in when they were doing that video with the guy in his stupid scarf and sunglasses playing the electric guitar.
I was like,
Sorry.
what in the world?
Did you see that video? The Simply
No.
Simpsonville.
Okay,
Good.
we'll send
you
it
don't.
to you.
No, you don't. We'll
Send it
save
to
you
you.
from that cringe.
So I've been here all my life, really.
You lived in
cool.
Simpsonville your entire life. Where in Simpsonville?
Do you know where Pete's is in Simpsonville?
What's Pete's?
Pete's a restaurant,
Mhm.
kind of.
Is that like
Place.
a famous restaurant in Simpsonville?
It's near Highway
No.
14, right?
Okay.
Kind of
Near
in that
Highway
area,
14.
across
Oh,
from
it's right in that general area.
across from Silver Bay, kind of.
Yeah, kind of
Yeah.
right behind Silver Bay is where I lived.
Wow.
And now you live over.
Yeah,
here?
just about a mile from here, a couple miles. And my husband and I lived here 50 years,
Wow.
52 years. So
Wow.
What was it
Raised-
like back then? Like, I mean, now it's
Two-lane road.
2-lane roads.
yeah,
It was all cow pastures
It
and
was.
farmland.
yeah. My husband's family alone owned a lot of the Maxwell
Also fix this
Point
thing.
properties up there, and his grandfather had a dairy there at
Wow.
the corner of 14.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and so they
And-
mowed it all down and put up houses.
Oh my god.
That
After
is
his-
so cool.
And you,
grandparents
so you born and raised. Was there ever a point where you were like, I'm gonna get out of this small town, or were you just like, no, I love it?
No, I didn't think anything about it.
Wow.
Yeah.
See-
I had never been over to this side. I raised on the other side of the tracks, if you will.
Others,
So when my husband brought me over here, I was like, wow,
all these crazy people over here in them Greenvillers.
yeah. So been a Five Forks resident forever. So
Wow.
And it's just like quadrupled and then some
it has.
in the last 10 years, really.
I know now I have to pull my car to Woodruff Road, put it in park, and wait for the traffic to clear before I can get to work.
There you go. Yeah.
You ain't wrong.
No, it's
You ain't wrong.
terrible.
I mean, what is that sign right next to the Wine Express, whatever that billboard, that electronic billboard right there on Woodruff in Scuffletown, and it said, "We can fix anything except Woodruff traffic." And I was like, "Wow, that is good marketing." Because like all of us we can identify with that.
Yeah.
Right. They've
I'm
been
gonna be
trying for
honest.
years.
Simpsonville is starting to get that way.
It is.
Parts of Simpsonville.
Simply, simply.
Yeah, but we raised our boys here, and rest is history, I guess.
Yeah. Well, you mentioned work. Tell us a little bit about what you do at work and where you work.
I'm an admin coordinator for the dean of the School of Engineering, Technology, and Professional Studies.
Holy smokes.
Okay, sorry. What is there a shorter way to say that?
We call it ETPS. So
ETPS.
yeah.
Okay, where is that?
It's on the main campus of Greenville Tech.
Nice. So you work at Greenville Tech.
Yeah, I've been there about 27 years.
Do you enjoy it? Do you see
I
like?
do, and that's what makes it so hard to retire.
I was
It's
gonna
just-
ask, is like
I
retirement?
love my job. I really do.
Listen,
Yeah.
you just don't retire then, right?
I've got things to do. I've got things I need to do.
Yeah. Tell us about them things that you want to do.
Oh, I cleaned out 2 storage buildings and had them brought to my garage.
Wow.
Which, oh my gosh,
2 storage buildings.
2 storage buildings. My husband and I have had them for years, so I didn't know what was in there. So
Oh no.
I brought that all to my house, and
Ooh,
now
so
I've
now
got
you're
to clean
trying to
out
go
the
through
attic.
it.
So the boys have got to
Oh man.
get their climbing shoes on and
Yeah.
go up in the attic. and
Oh
clean.
my gosh.
I want to
Go through
clean
all
it
that
all
stuff.
out before they have to. So
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah. Prepping and.
So
clearing.
you said you've been working at Greenville Tech. We were talking about before, your husband worked at Bell South
AT&T, yeah.
AT&T for 50 years.
yeah, for 50 years,
Wow.
like in a few months. So
That's
I
crazy.
said, why don't you just stay to your 50 years? He said, nope, I'm done.
When he was done, he was done. He was
Right.
He's done.
I mean,
you
I
met him, so you know.
Oh yeah.
Man,
How
a
did
few
y'all
words.
meet? You may have told me this before.
We met in Fountain Inn at
But my
some
little city.
some
you
little
know,
like skating
running the
rink.
streets on Sunday afternoon, and had a really cool car. So
Oh, what kind of car? Come on.
1969 Chevelle.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, there you go. And
Yeah.
so you were like, okay,
Yeah.
what's up?
That's
So,
good.
Anyway, he stalked me after that. So
What do you mean he stalked
it
you?
was funny.
I was gonna say,
What,
who
what's
made
the
the
story?
first move?
Yeah, what's the story? He said he stalked you.
Oh, I know. I'd run into him at the laundromat. I'd run him going down my street, and I told my mother, I said, "Don't let him call. He talks too much."
Oh my gosh.
So,
Now-
you were playing hard to get.
52 years later, you know.
Now
you were playing hard to get.
Nowadays, it's finding you on Instagram and liking your and
Dropping
following
in
your
them DMs.
and then for her it was following you to a laundromat. Like, oh, That was them days.
I think I think there's something so romantic about that.
Stalking
though.
someone to a laundromat.
No, just
so
the way
you want
that
someone
people
to do that to you today?
just the way that people used to like court and like pursue. Like
That's
the
true.
guys would like pursue the women in such a way, and I don't know. It's just something about that era that I feel like was
talked
so
a lot,
romantic.
and I didn't, because I don't think I spoke to anybody till I was in the senior in high school. So
Really?
Oh.
You are a woman of short words.
Very bashful.
You are bashful. That's a great way to put
I
it.
was very bad. I was. My husband said I used to smile and never say anything, but now things have changed. So
That's sweet.
So when did you get married?
got married, and I don't know if he were here, he'd pull out his money clip, because I never can remember. 1972.
You said March. Was it March?
March 30th.
Yes, March 30th. That's awesome.
That is very awesome.
We've got 3 grandchildren.
Mhm.
Luke is like 21, maybe. I'm sorry, Luke, if I've.
It's okay.
That's
Sarah's
okay.
18,
I
and
forget
May
my
is
own age.
17 months.
Wow.
I get to do it all over again.
That's so fun.
Yeah, it's cool.
What do you feel like is has been your favorite part of being a mother and now a grandmother? What do you just love so much
I
about
think just watching your kids grow up to be on their own. I know my mother-in-law said, "Well, Vickie, you want your children to grow up and leave?" I said, "No, I don't." I would
Yeah.
love it if they all came back home, but
Aw.
it's good to see them grow up and become men on their
Yeah.
own and have wonderful families, and my beautiful daughter-in-laws. And
And they're all
So-
close by, right?
they are. They're
Yeah.
within walking distance now. So
Wow.
it's really good for me in case
Yeah.
I've got one of those I fall and I can't get up moments.
Which
So-
you won't
Yeah.
because you do CrossFit.
So,
So,
Yeah, all them
Right.
burpees.
I'm hoping
paying off.
Hoping it'll pay off.
yeah. Speaking of, so how did you end up at Five Forks Athletics?
Well, Jake came early on, and I saw such a radical transformation in him because he dropped like 80 pounds. And, not only mentally, but physically, it's just such a radical change. And I was thinking, I wonder if I could do that. So Jonathan was Jake's best man at his
Yeah.
wedding. And that's so funny because Jake forgot the ring and they had to go back and get it. And that was so funny. But anyway, and I'm sure it was over Kate that I asked Jonathan this, because I didn't know him very well, but I knew him from Jake.
Right.
And I asked him if he could help me because I was pushing 300 pounds.
Wow.
I'm sorry, I didn't even say that on.
No, it's
Should've
fine.
said that.
No, it's fine.
But anyway, I just asked him if he could help me, and he said, "If you'll come, I'll help you."
Oh.
Wow.
So the gym was doing a Whole30 emphasis
Oh, yeah.
the first of the year, and Jake said, "Mama, why don't you do this?" And I said, "No, it's kind of freaking me out. No sugar for 3 months. I don't know about that." So in March, I finally decided to come. I sat in the Bilo parking lot about 20 minutes before I'd come in the
Oh,
building.
man.
Oh.
And when was this? This was 9 years ago.
Yeah, in 2017.
Wow.
So
And you've been coming ever since.
I have,
Did you always go to the 5:30?
always.
Wow. That in itself is incredible.
But,
5:30
the
for
people
9
here,
years.
Just Jonathan with the personal training, and I remember Debbie Peak and Beth Ann. I knew her from church, and
Yeah.
Terry Tillman. They were so gracious to help me learn things.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just, and that's what's so good because I have this thing about people being by themselves and nobody's speaking.
Yeah.
That, and they were so kind to help
Yeah.
to help me.
That's awesome. Well, so what inspires you to keep coming back to the gym? Because a lot of people can come up with so many excuses, especially at that time in the morning. So what kind of inspires you to continue to be so dedicated?
I just love it. I mean, my husband said, "You'll never get up at 4:30 to go anywhere." But I never had a problem from getting up. I was so jazzed to get here.
Really?
To get here and try to do what I could do.
Yeah.
And it was always fun, and just knowing Jake had made this change, and I had that hope for me. But I just love coming, and I know that if I didn't come, I wouldn't be walking
Yeah.
today.
Yeah, you think
Wow.
So
so?
it's the mobility, and like I said, 6 months ago, I wasn't sure I'd make it to 73.
Yeah.
But shout out to Five Forks Formula, thank you. But now I'm getting on the road to recovery, and
Yeah.
but I just love the people here. I love and care for the people.
Yeah.
See here.
So
I
when
do.
when you said 6 months ago you didn't know if you'd make it to 73, and you said Five Forks. We've been pushing a lot of Five Forks formula here. Obviously, we've talked a lot about that. It's on our socials. Follow Five Forks formula on
Yeah,
social
because I
media.
asked you about it because I wasn't sure if it was something
Yeah.
totally.
So then, what did it do for you? What was so impactful from Five Forks formula? How did it change your perspective? And
Well, I was not out of breath anymore after, losing 30 pounds. So
Yeah.
I'm still working on it. Still got
Yeah.
a long way to go.
That's amazing. Liz.
But-
30 pounds down.
Mhm.
Wow.
And, that's one of the first things I've noticed is not being so winded
Winded. Yeah.
and able to move and get up from the floor better. And my cardiologist has been super pumped about that.
Yeah.
And I had an echocardiogram, and he said, all your valves and everything are working clear. I went, yes.
That's
I hope
awesome.
they keep doing that. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
got off of blood pressure medicine.
Yes.
So it's all good.
Amen to
That's
that.
amazing.
I'm really very thankful. Thank you, Jonathan.
Five Forks formula. Shout
It's
out.
5-4 formula.
What do
Works
you-
for everyone.
What do you
How
feel?
do you eat so much food and lose weight? I do not understand that.
What? Because you were eating food, and then you're like, but I'm losing weight.
I know it's supposed to be less is better,
I know.
right?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was going to say. What do you feel like is like the most eye-opening thing that you've noticed or realized since doing Five Forks formula that you were just like, wow? But would it be the amount of food that you're able to intake and still, like you said, lose weight?
It is. It's just like I don't think I can eat anything else. But I'd throw it in, and I said, "How can I get all this in?"
Well, they
But,
kind of they've talked about like the quality of food that you put in your
Yeah.
body,
It
and
is.
it's like you're feeding your body that protein, and it's like sustaining you for longer periods of time, so you don't feel
It
as
is.
hungry,
Yeah.
and it's a better source.
So
I
the-
really can't say that I've been hungry at all.
Wow. So here's a question then, because I think what's cool is you and I have both done it. We both used Jonathan. So what were your numbers, if you don't mind me asking? What was your caloric limit?
To begin with, you mean after?
Yeah, like
the-
what
my
did he have?
set,
Yeah,
like
like
15:45.
yeah. So he had it
it.
15:45, and then what? Like your protein, what was that at? What did he want you at?
Let's see, it's 135 now. Maybe it was I don't know, 60. I don't
Yeah.
know.
And
I
then
don't
your
remember.
carbs and your fat.
So-
But yeah,
So now I'm down to 1440 calories.
Yeah.
And,
but it's super cool though, because it's different. Like yours is, like you said, yours like 14, 15. Mine was
Yeah.
26,
ooh,
2700.
I like yours.
I know.
Right?
But I'm
Holy
also
smokes.
6'5" and 230
But that's
pounds.
probably so much protein.
Oh, I get like two. He told me, he was like, I don't understand why you keep getting so much protein. He didn't tell me to get as much, but I love to get like 260, 270.
Wow.
But he was just like, okay, if that's what you want to do.
How do you get in that much protein?
Oh
Like, what
my
is it? Like,
gosh.
what do your meals look like for a day? Like, are you just pounding down like 10 chicken breasts every day?
I just go to a local farm and I'm like, they're mine. And I just grab them.
a dozen
No,
eggs,
no.
10 chicken breasts.
Well, because the problem was, the hard part that I think for me was my fats were too high and then my
Yeah.
carbs were too high. And
I
so,
like fats.
Mm-hmm.
see, I'm not, like my fats, I wasn't eating a ton of fats, but I would eat enough that it would keep pushing me over.
Mine's carbs.
So, and that was mine. Mine was
Yeah.
carbs. I love bread. I love like pastas and stuff. I don't know why I said that. Like, I love pastas.
Pastas.
So
Good
I would
stuff.
do yogurt and protein powder is like my morning meal every morning, and that's like 70 something grams of protein. And then I'll have
Yeah.
like some type of chicken breast with veggies, and then some type of meal that is a dinner that has chicken or some type of
Yeah.
meat and some type of veggie.
Yeah.
And then it's like protein bars and some type of protein shake. And but it's easy when you do, and I think that was the thing that helped me was Jonathan was able to be like, it's really, you're making it more complicated than you need to. If you just kind of look at these things and then go there, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, and like it made it so
It's
simple.
planning and preparation.
Yeah.
If you don't plan, you're going to fail.
Yeah,
That's so good.
that is good. What do
Yes,
you?
I'm learning.
So being, like we mentioned, being 72 years young and doing this thing called CrossFit every day at 5:30 in the morning and doing Five Forks formula, you're so inspirational to so many people.
For many reasons.
Yes, for many reasons. But what's a piece of advice that you'd maybe give someone who might be in their late 60s, 70s, and they just feel like it's too late for them to start? What's a piece of advice that maybe you would give to them?
Just show up.
Yeah.
Show up and do the work. And do what you can. There's always something to do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's some days, and Joel, some days I can't do everything, but there's something that I can do.
Right, exactly.
And y'all are so gracious to help help me modify things or to do something different that's more in my wheelhouse.
Yeah.
That I can do. But I know that I work hard.
Yeah.
I try to work hard. I don't slough off. That's not going to get you anywhere.
Yeah.
I love watching you guys. Oh my gosh. One day, Noelle, you had like 5,000 pounds on the back squat bar. I went under it and I said, I wonder how much this really feels like weight. I would have loved to have lifted that. It would have been so
Probably
cool.
could have.
Yeah, right.
Well, I think
She's
what's
so strong. Oh my gosh.
I think what's so cool too is seeing you your consistency, like you said, just showing up. And there's a lot of people that could use, like Ashley said, many of excuses. I mean, you and I have had many conversations in the morning where you're like, I slept maybe 2 hours. And I'm like, I'm sorry, that's a non-starter. If I'm not sleeping well, I am not going to the gym, let alone 5:30 in the morning. And you just show up, and
Got to.
it doesn't change. Like, what's been so cool about my exposure to you is you are one of the most steady people in the sense that, like, when you show up, you are the same type of Miss Vickie. Then no matter what, if you've got 5 hours of sleep, 2 hours of sleep, 10 hours of sleep, your knee's hurting, your knee's not hurting, you're the same Miss Vickie, which I think is incredible because there's so many people that, their circumstances will dictate what kind of version of they give to other people.
Yeah.
That's just not the case with you, which is incredible. So, like, hats off to you for that and that steadiness.
Thank you. I have to come. I have to.
Yeah.
For my own mental
And you do,
fitness.
is it 5 days? It's 5.
Mental fitness
yeah.
is a big part of that.
Are you 5 days a week? And then sometimes you do Saturdays,
Some
right?
days on Saturdays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right now, I like to keep May on Saturdays, so Jake and Anna can come.
You like
so
having a
that's
little
my-
baby time.
That's
That's
my
sweet.
treat. So
That's sweet.
Mm.
I love that. Well, how do you feel like the community here at the gym has helped you get through some of the hard times in your life?
I think the hardest time was I did some things with some herniated disc. That was really tough because I had to really modify everything because the doctor told me not to lift more than a 15-pound bar, and I'm saying, I'm not really listening to that.
Yeah.
Spoken like a true CrossFitter.
And I just can't do that.
We don't
but
listen to doctors.
Jonathan helped me, modify some things for several months to get through that. And then when my husband passed away, it'd be 2 years this December, the gym was just so kind to rally around me and help me through a very difficult time.
Yeah.
And they still help me rally through that. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
some days you just get overcome with the grief. And
Yeah.
it's not only the grief, but then you face your own, I won't say mortality because I'm not ready for the paddy wagon or anything, but just your own inability to do things
Yeah.
that you want to do and cannot. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, everybody's so kind. Just, I think the day after the funeral, my boys said, Mama, you just got to get back to doing what you were doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Mac had been in the hospital for like 4 months, 3 months. And so I said, just get back to doing what you're doing. So the day after the funeral, I came back to the gym.
Yeah.
And it's the best thing mentally for me to get through
Yeah.
things. And, people are just so kind here. So
Yeah.
good.
I think you were, because you said 2 years ago, he passed, I'm trying to remember when, because it wasn't long after I came to start coaching at the gym. And I remember I was shadowing Lindsay, and she was literally like, Miss Vickie just lost her husband like a few months ago.
Yeah.
Just letting you know. I'm like, I'm sorry. And she's here? What? And she's like, oh, yeah, she's still coming. I'm like, I'm sorry. Once again, what? And
Yeah.
I mean, that was my first exposure to you, was knowing at the onset you had recently lost your husband, but you were still one of the most consistent members in this gym, hands down. And I was like, all right, caliber
Mine
person.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, mine stuff.
You're fine. You're
Sorry.
okay. It's okay.
Sorry.
You can break it.
I do
wouldn't
it
be upset.
too.
Sorry.
No, and I think that's incredible.
But
That,
it's important for your overall well-being to continue to do something. And fitness has never really been a part of my life early on, but I wish I had started earlier. I wish
Yeah.
I had known.
Yeah.
I would have been in the in-house competition last week.
Oh yeah.
there you go. You still do it next year. I'll partner with you.
You still
That's
came.
right.
You still came and supported though.
Yeah, Debbie
Yeah.
and I are going to make a comeback.
There you go.
Oh yes.
What do
Shout
you-
out Debbie.
Why do you think people? So you're on the other side. You're resilient. You've still done it. Like you said, you just keep showing up. Why do you think people, when things rough happen, stop doing the things that that they could
Yeah.
would help them. Why do you think they do that?
Well, I think you begin to listen to, I can't do this. If I go, I won't be able to do anything. And that's what's so great about coming here. You're going to have me do something.
Right,
And
yeah.
I'm accountable.
Yeah.
I can walk into any other, and I have walked into other gyms, but, there's just no people to talk to. They don't
Right.
really care whether you work out or not, but I'm accountable here for an hour. I'm accountable for what I'm doing, and it's I don't know why. I think sometimes I get up in the morning, and it's not always a good feeling when you get up in the morning.
No.
But I'm gonna come because I know I'll feel like trash if I don't come.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, movement is medicine, both physically.
Motion is lotion.
Yeah. Yeah.
Move it or lose it.
I love that.
That's right.
How many
Yeah, I've been
more?
watching these videos that this guy said, well, can you get up 30 times out of your chair with your hands crossed? I said, gee, I don't know if I can do that or not. So I'm like, okay, I did it 10 times. I think I could do that. So,
There you go.
There you
well,
go.
I want to try to be as independent as I can for as long as I can for my sake and, to see my grandchildren go up and get married.
Amen.
Now, if I see May get married, I am doing something right.
That's
That is-
right.
yeah.
So
Absolutely.
I'm telling you right now, you keep doing Five Forks Formula, you're going to see that happen, and you're going to win the in-house competition.
Yep.
But if I can see Luke and Sarah get married, I think that might happen. But if I don't feel old. Now, if I'm 92 and May's graduating from high school, then I'll be old. But I'm still going to be here. That's my plan.
Yeah.
Amen.
Sounds like a good plan.
Not 2 years young.
Well, something that we kind of like to chat about on here is how faith, family, and fitness kind of all intermingle, if you would. So how do you feel like those things come together? How do you feel like your faith affects your fitness journey and how your fitness journey affects your faith journey? How do you feel like those kind of play on one another?
Well, I think they all build on one another. And I think if one is off kilter, they'll all be off kilter. It comes down to consistency, like you were talking about.
Yeah.
And whether that's in faith, where you're reading your scripture or studying, and I see your the scripture studies in the morning, or whether you're praying or coming to the gym or even nutrition.
Yeah.
It's got to be intentional. It's got to be consistent.
And they all
I
require
think
discipline.
They do.
Mm-hmm.
Even caring for other people. I think you've got to be intentional about that, and you've got to be consistent about it. So I think it all intertwines together. So
Moving kind of.
it's like
No, you're good.
faith is the evidence of things hoped for, and the substance of things hoped for, and the evidence of things unseen. And that's
Hebrews,
kind
yeah.
of like PRs, it is. No, you think about it.
That's
you know,
good.
I
I'm
have not
going to take that to the bank.
I
I
have
like
not
that.
seen it yet, but I hope
have not
for
seen
it.
it.
I hope for
I have faith that I'm going to hit this PR. I'm going to start
that.
saying that.
I
Hebrews
love
11.
that.
All right, here we go.
And you do really have to have faith in yourself. Faith in the Lord. But I'm talking about when you're in here and you're about to try to go
The
for a
hard work is
lift.
gonna pay off.
If you're telling yourself in
It's
your
not gonna-
mind,
yeah.
I'm going to fail this. I'm not good enough. Like, you're far less likely to make the
Amen.
lift. But if you're like, you know what? I have worked my hiney off. I've showed up every
Exactly.
morning at 5:30 in the morning. I've put in the work. This barbell's about to move.
That's right. That's right.
Now you have to start going for PRs if you're going to say that.
Well, they
Like,
come
you just
very
don't-
infrequently here lately, but I have had some in my lifetime here,
Oh, yeah.
so
You'll have many
that's
more.
always been fun. So
Well, I wanted to kind of bring it back to what you do for work, because how did you get involved with North Greenville, and then what's been some of the most beautiful times for you getting to do that?
for me, it's Greenville Technical
Sorry.
College. It's okay. It's all the same. It's seeing students succeed and see them walk across the stage and get their diploma or whatever they're working for. And I worked for some wonderful, wonderful people. And that makes it hard to retire because I love what I do, and I love, when I grew up, you either became a secretary, you became a nurse, or you became a teacher. That was kind
Really?
of it. But now women are all over the place.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
so many different areas. But I always wanted to be a secretary, and I think it's a helping profession, and that's
Yeah.
what I love to
Yeah,
do.
you're great.
That's something that's what I spend my whole day doing is helping people.
That's awesome.
And
You embody
makes
that
me-
as a person.
Oh, yeah,
that makes me
totally.
happy.
Servanthood and showing up with a helping hand
Yeah,
and
and
that
I-
beautiful smile on your face.
Well, my recent boss, he just moved to another opportunity, but he was, and it was so cool because he was a weightlifter.
Oh,
that's so
wow.
fun.
You know, won these competitions,
Really?
worlds, and
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That's
So,
so
you know,
Like
we
Olympic
had-
weightlifting?
Yes, Olympic
Yes.
weightlifting. We had the coolest time talking about the WODs and what he would do at home and everything. So
That's
Shout out to
amazing.
you, William, if you watch.
Yeah,
the-
what is his
so,
name?
William Brothers.
What age group was he competing in at Worlds?
I don't know because he was really young. You know, it's like
Okay.
here. I'm old enough to be most people's mothers
Okay.
here. So you know, but we had a really good
That's
time.
so fun.
It's very refreshing to
Yeah.
be able to carry that. You know, from 5:30 into,
Yeah,
into
yeah.
the workplace. So we always had a great time.
What's been your favorite workout here in CrossFit?
Oh my gosh.
Do you have any favorite
Well,
workouts?
any workout you don't have to call EMS for it. It's
Oh
a great
my
workout.
goodness.
No, but I love EMOMs because I don't feel like I'm behind.
Oh, yeah.
You
That's a
know,
good point.
'cause,
Everyone just starts at the same
yeah,
point
we
again.
just start at the
Yeah.
same point and I finish at the same point
Yeah.
sometimes. And but I love EMOMs and frequently Beth Ann and Stacy and Wendy and myself we'd come in on Saturdays and do like a 40-minute EMOM. It was
That's so fun.
it's always so fun.
Yeah.
So
And I
Yeah.
know you like bench press too.
I love bench press.
Oh, it's so funny.
Shout
It's so
out.
hilarious.
I do, I love
Every
bench press.
time she's like,
That's
if she
amazing.
says, I'm not going to do this, I can guarantee
I
she's
can
going to probably do bench
um,
press.
Bench press.
Yeah. She's like, I think I'm going to scale it to bench press. I'm like, I like the way you think.
Same.
I'm like,
Well, as long as it's not an overhead squat. So
it's like we're gonna back squat. I think I'm gonna bench press.
So those are the times when you see the WOD, and you know, like I'm very diligent. At 7:01, I'm logged on thinking, what am I going to do here?
That's so funny.
So I study.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just study.
you think
Okay,
about the workout the
how
next
am I
day.
going to do this?
Yeah.
And okay, well, it's overhead squats. I can't do that. You know, sometimes the enemy will get in your head and say, "Oh, you don't really need to go today. You can't really do any
Yeah.
of that."
Skip
So,
it because it's the
yeah,
workout.
Skip it.
Yeah.
Just just forget this day. But no, I'll do something.
That's for all of you cherry
Yeah.
pickers who see the workout and you go,
No
I'm not
cherry
going to show
picking.
up because I don't like those movements, or I'm not as good at those movements as.
I wish I could do an overhead squat. Overhead squat, a push up, and a pull up. I want to do before
Okay.
I hit 90.
All right, let's do it. What do you mean?
Yeah.
You wish you could? You mean you're going to? We're going to make that happen.
Well, I have aspirations, yes.
I
love your grandmother. She did. I still remember her doing that push up, and I was so envious. I haven't never tried one really, so I don't really know if I can do one. Or
No,
not.
we're going to make that happen. What are you talking about?
I know.
I can do it from the bar, you know.
Oh, we're
but-
making it happen, Miss
Yes,
Vickie.
we are. Very much.
And the
so.
overhead squat. You're talking to the person who does the barbell club.
My body just does not go that way.
It will.
Well,
I won't make it go
I
that
don't
way.
mean to alarm you, but it just doesn't.
Oh, it will.
I wish it would. I wish it would. I think that's just the most awesome move. And snatch.
You are a woman
squat,
after my own
snatch,
heart. Oh.
Squat snatch.
She is my
Oh
favorite.
my gosh, it's beautiful.
Yes.
Yes.
Some people don't understand. Miss Vickie, I love you so much because it is so true.
I
There's
love to watch
nothing
Jake do a squat
more
snatch. It's so
beautiful
awesome.
than an amazing
yeah.
squat snatch. When someone just hits it perfect and
I
they
know,
just,
it's just
oh,
like and
uh-huh.
you're there.
and it's fluid. Oh,
It is very beautiful, and it's
just-
amazing.
And you do. Both of you do.
Oh.
I'm just so awesome to watch.
we're here
So
for you,
awesome.
not me.
You know, and I think that's one thing I wanted to point out is I think sometimes you can get a little discouraged when you're not good as everybody else. But something I've had to come to realize is okay to be at the bottom of the list. I know that's where I'm going to be, but it's okay. You know, you try to compete with yourself and
Yeah.
try a little bit better tomorrow than you were today.
Yeah.
And it's better to be last on this list than first at the nursing home.
Ooh.
So,
Yeah.
I think I heard Carrie Moore say that the other day. So
Yes, that's true. And just think about like how many
That was good.
people in their 70s that are not even coming in the gym. You know what I mean? Like you are 72 years old and you're showing up faithfully, and you're dedicated to this. Like you have to remember that.
I
too.
can't tell you how much I love this.
Yeah.
I can't tell you.
What do you feel like are some of your
When
favorite?
I can't come, I know that day will come, but it'll be a very sad day.
It
for
won't.
Me. So,
It won't happen. It won't happen. You'll hopefully not. Hopefully Jesus comes sooner than that. That you don't die in the gym. But
Just keep the defibrillator charged.
It's right there. It's right. Got on the
I
wall.
was gonna say if I have to pick my ways to go.
I mean, I want to. What's the joke? It's
I'll
everyone
wake
always
up off
says.
the floor and say, the left side, the left side.
That's so funny. Well, what do people say? If I die back squatting, put a couple more plates on it so people think I did more.
Yeah.
Like that's what I want to do. If I'm like snatching and I die, someone just add a couple more so people think I did 315. They're like, wow, what a way to go. I promise
so
I'll do that.
funny.
If you die on
And
the
I
floor,
just
I'll add
remember-
weights.
I remember at the old gym, did we already talk about, maybe we haven't talked about that.
The old we haven't.
favorite moments.
Oh,
That's
no.
what I was just
Yeah,
about
yeah.
to ask you. What are some
Oh
of
my
your
gosh.
favorite moments, favorite events that you've been a part of in the community?
I think my favorite thing was doing we did, Debbie Peak and I did the open or in-house. I don't remember which one, but we did it. And I think our shirt says, I'm old, but I'm not dead yet.
Amen.
So, but that was the most fun thing ever. You know, it was so much fun.
Well, you know what? Now you have to bring it back so you
Yeah,
can
I
do those
know.
shirts again and be
Yeah,
like,
so we'll
I mean,
just
you
have
could
to
say,
do a
I'm still
come
old,
back
but I'm
to
still
work.
not, or I'm not old, I'm still not dead. That would be a great team name.
But I think my most fun time was at the old gym. You know, we'd run around the parking lot. I would run around the parking lot. That's when I could run. I did run, honestly. I did run.
See how she's pointing to me? Because I coach her classes and she's
yeah.
on this YouTube bike all the time. She's like, I can't
But
run.
everybody would run down the hill into Woodruff Road. Oh
Yep.
my gosh, freaked me out.
And then go into the Bilo
Go
parking
to the
lot.
Wow.
Bilo parking lot, and I was always so envious because I always felt like an oddball doing what I did. But I was going to do it, and so one day I said, I'm going down the hill. I'm going to go do that. So I did, and everybody was like, Miss Vickie's going down the hill.
Yes.
It was so cool. It was so cool. I never will forget it.
That's awesome.
And shout out to Tommy because I think every day when I first came for a year, he liked my workout.
Oh.
And I didn't even know Tommy
Yeah.
very well, but he was so kind. And you never know how encouraging that was to me.
Aw.
Shout out to Tommy.
Also, shout
That's
out to
awesome.
people. Hey, get on Wodify and like people's things, okay?
That's right.
You don't need to be a jerk and be like, he beat me. Like it, okay? Or she beat you. Who cares? Like their things.
I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm so
Well,
honored.
and you never know the people that you're impacting too.
That's
I'm
right.
going to get on and like everyone's things real quick.
And I can guarantee you it's a lot more than you think it is.
Oh, I don't know about that, but
I'm going to show people that I'm going to do this because I feel like someone was about to say like, well, did you do it tonight? Did
What do you
like?
do- what
I'm
do you
about to
do?
like everyone's scores.
Like everyone scores on Wodify.
Mm-hmm.
what
Once it
is
loads.
I do that every night. I just think
You
it's-
do. I love getting the Miss Vickie notification.
I
Vickie
do.
Maxwell
I just
liked your
love
back
y'all.
squat.
I
I'm like,
do. I do. And some of the people I don't even know, but
I've
I like
made
it
it.
because I got a star or something. I think
Miss
that's
Vickie liked
important.
my
Yeah.
score.
It's important.
It is important.
I thought about liking my own even.
You should. Why not?
Yeah.
Might be the only one I get.
Hold on. Let's see. Let's go to the leaderboard for today and like,
go. Liking is important.
and then did you do anything on here today? No, you didn't. So, well, never mind.
Did I not put it in already?
No, you're not on here.
You got to go in there and put it in.
Sorry. Anyway,
Oh, I think it was work that got in the way. So.
it always does that, doesn't it?
And I think the other favorite thing was a 165-pound deadlift.
Oh, heck
I
yeah.
never forget that, but it was.
When was that?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, it
She's
was.
trying to give you notes.
I don't know, probably 5 years ago.
What did
but
you hit recently though? Didn't you hit?
It was a little over 100, but I don't know if I'll ever get back there. But it doesn't keep me from trying.
That's
Good.
right.
Way to go.
Still showing up, putting in the work. You might surprise yourself.
I
Mhm.
want to do things where I can come back tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had Tara on recently, and we were talking about that. How it's important.
I mean, I really want to push it, but I know what my limitations are. I really do.
Yeah.
So I just want to come back tomorrow morning.
Yeah, which you do.
So,
Yeah.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Well, one question we'd love to ask people is, what have you been learning lately? Whether it's work, faith, anything. Like, what's just something that's excited you that you've recently learned? And we'd love to ask you.
I think as the older I've become, well, I'm not old yet, but
There you go.
the more mature I have
Mm.
become, I have to really watch myself and listening to whose voice I'm listening to.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
So, the enemy can get in your head and say, you need to give this up. You need to
Yeah.
walk away, and while you can still walk. And but the Lord doesn't talk that way. You have to. As a girl in my small group class, she says, "Who's telling you that?" And
That's good.
that's something I have really been learning to say. Who's telling me these things?
Yeah.
And because the Lord's going to be encouraging. And we know that all good things work together for good to those that love Him and are called according to His purpose.
Amen.
That's right.
He's not going to shout things of negativity toward
That's
me.
right.
So I can really go down a rabbit hole really fast with my own inability to do things. So I have to really be careful about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. It's hard, man. Negative thoughts can just
It is.
sit and then
They
they
can wreak
simmer
havoc.
and
Yeah.
It does. It really does affect you mentally and physically. When you listen to that
Yeah.
that voice.
And that can be like, oh man, that can be a battle, like a daily battle, like a hour by hour, minute by minute battle, and you have to recognize it. And like Scripture talks about taking captive thoughts.
Yeah.
You know what I
That's
mean?
true. That's
and
true.
sometimes
That's
you
what I
have
need
to do that.
I need to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really easy to get caught up in the, well, I don't look this way, or I can't
Yeah.
do this, I can't do that. Well, I'm not good at this, I'm not good at that. But it's,
Oh, I can go through the whole gamut of that.
yeah.
No.
I can.
But you're right. Those things aren't things that you should meditate on or think on, and they're not from the Lord. And
No.
we have to kind of take those captives and be like, but this is what I can do.
Yeah.
And this is what I have been given. And this is what I'm able to do right now with what I have. And you have
Exactly.
to focus on that. It makes me think about when we had Doug Hunt on his
Oh, yeah,
episode,
yeah.
and he was talking about his buddy that had like the 2-second rule or something
Yeah,
like
never
that.
let yourself think, but like,
Yeah, and it was like when you're trying to come up with a game plan, he said it a lot better than I will, but essentially when you're trying to dream about something that you could do and your first thought is, well, I could never do that, he immediately stops himself and then says, but if I could, how would I?
Yeah.
But if I
And
could,
then
that's so
immediately
cool.
Yeah.
trains your brain into shifting, and figuring out how to do it and how to make that game plan of moving forwards. And I think it's so important to focus on the things that you are able to
is.
do
And
and
to
things
be-
that you can
To
do.
have, attitude of gratitude
Yeah.
for the things. I'm so thankful in my prayer when I get home that I'm just so thankful that I was able to get up and
Yeah.
and I know some of this is very, very petty, but to feed myself, to dress myself,
Yeah.
to
No,
fix my
it's
own
great.
food,
Yeah.
to get in my car. I don't take those things for granted.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And to come here.
And
to
you're an
come here.
inspiration too, because I mean, I think there's, you have some people, right? I joke on Jonathan all the time. I don't know if Jonathan ever has negative thoughts. That dude can just like let things roll off his shoulders, and he's just like, I'm fine. I'm gonna go shoot some elk. I'm just good.
Well, I should tell you a story about. I barely knew Jonathan early on, but I don't know what got into my head. But sometimes I like to be a trickster. But
Oh, stop. Hold on.
I don't know. It was 4 or 5 months after I started, and we were in the old facility.
Come on. Hold on. I'm excited for this. Come on.
And I thought, I must be outside my mind. But I got my mother-in-law's walker, and I came into the gym with
Stop.
the walker.
Stop.
It's the first time I've ever seen him like speechless. So it was so cool. He
Oh.
said, Vickie, what did you do?
I'm so happy you did that to
That
him.
was so funny.
That is amazing.
Good on it. Wait,
I could hardly come into the building because I was laughing so hard in the car.
so funny. No, but you're an inspiration for people that wrestle with like the negative thoughts too.
Yeah.
Because
I do.
like I mean, even me, like we were talking about hurting, tweaked my back, and I was like, oh, this is so frustrating. And I'm so quick to then just go so negative. Like I'm looking in the mirror, I'm going, my face is already fat. I'm gonna get fat. Like it just the negative thoughts hit you, and I am really bad about taking them captive if I like have a limitation.
Yeah.
Right, but what I literally because I knew you were coming on the podcast, I thought of you, and I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna go to the gym and see what happens, and see
Yeah.
like I'm not just gonna sit there and feel sorry for myself. And I thought of you, and you're an inspiration. You're an inspiration even to everyone at any age group because of your resilience in that way.
Y'all inspire me. Just what you do. It's just beautiful. It really is.
So you-
It really
Teaching
is.
us folk how to stay committed,
Amen.
and dedicated.
Yeah, y'all are the best.
Well,
Y'all are the best.
I'm super thankful for you, Miss Vickie. And as we begin to wrap up here, I just wanted to tell you thank you again for coming on, because I know you might have been a little bit timid, a little bit
But you did
scared. You did so good.
Didn't she?
She did
did.
so good. Y'all make sure you like and comment.
Yeah, you
and tell
better.
Miss Vickie how amazing she did. Because
Have your time
truly,
on WKRP.
Oh my gosh. And
Y'all,
like
y'all
people's
don't even
Wi-Fi.
know about WKRP. It was before you were born.
I don't even know. Was that back when people talked? Nah, see, WKRP. We're going there. Is that how people talked back then?
Yeah,
Down
maybe.
here in Simpsonville.
I have no problem with that.
Assembly, Simpsonville.
You've got the Spartanburgers playing the Savannah Bananas this weekend.
I love the Savannah
I
Bananas.
know, isn't that a cool name?
They're so cool. They're fun.
Sorry.
Well,
Anyway.
anyways.
Thank you so much for coming
You're
on this
so
podcast.
kind. I have fun.
Yes,
Yay,
see,
I'm
we knew
so
you
glad.
would.
See, wasn't this awesome?
Like,
It's so good.
subscribe, share,
Yes.
and also like people's things on Wodify. Okay?
That's right.
Be encouraging. You never know whose day you're going to make.
And be encouraging to yourself.
Yes. Make your own day by like your own Wodify
These people
score.
are encouraging to
You're
me.
encouraging.
I love y'all. I really do.
You guys. All right,
Thanks,
everyone.
guys.
Thank you so much. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.